Greetings, Christian friends. I am Ralph Wood. In the 17th century, specifically between 1642 and 1665, I had the esteemed role of a religious printer and publisher, focusing predominantly on Reformed and Puritan works. Renowned Puritan creations, such as John Bunyan's Sighs from Hell, and the entire collection of Daniel Cawdrey's works, are attributed to my name. Today it's my privilege to introduce to you William Strong, who was also one of those Westminster Puritans I printed extensively. Strong was very active in the Assembly and a Calvinistic minister. Obadiah Sedgwick, another Assembly member, said of him, "He was so plain in heart, so deep in judgment, so painful in study, so frequent, exact, and laborious in preaching, and in a word, so eminently qualified for all the duties of the ministerial office, that he did not know his equal." Puritan Publications has taken up the task to publish all of Strong's works in more modern English for your contemporary age. I'd particularly like to draw your attention to the book titled The Saints' Communion with God. What does it mean to have true communion with Jesus Christ? Strong takes great pains and careful consideration to bring you into a thorough understanding of this most vital Christian doctrine. His main text, in which he masterfully expounds and applies, is Exodus chapter 20, verse 24. "In all places where I record my name, I will come unto thee, and I will bless thee." Strong covers the text's main idea that 1. By recording, remembering, or mentioning the name of God is meant setting up the worship of God in his ordinances, and 2. That wherever the name of God is so recorded, remembered, or mentioned, wherever God is worshipped in his ordinances, there he promises and commands a blessing. In other words, there he will meet those that record his name in worshipping him with a blessing in the way he has prescribed. This is true communion with God through his Son Jesus Christ. Strong shows the grounds of fellowship and communion that the saints have with God in these prescribed ordinances. He explains the properties of this communion, the several acts of communion, and those glorious ends that God aimed at in giving forth communion to the saints in his ordinances. This work is available right now at Puritan Publications. Both ebook and print versions are readily available. I encourage you to secure a copy from their website and immerse yourself in Strong's depth of insight on this wonderful Christian topic. If I may, let me encourage you in this. Many Christians think that simply because they feel close to God, that they are close to him. They approve of themselves in this way, instead of considering the question, how close am I truly to Jesus Christ? If I may ask you, do you have a communion with God that you would say is very near? And why do you think so? What proof is there in your life and in your walk that shows this? This extraordinary work by Strong is something you might never hear preached in the pulpits of your day. It may, in fact, be the greatest work on union with Christ in his ordinances that was ever written. I would heartily recommend your study of it. It is a Puritan gem not to be missed. May your Christian walk always be set in a holy union with King Jesus. Remember to walk in grace, in the ever-watchful presence of the great and mighty God of heaven. Amen.